Hopefully they do. We're going to pull up the live stream on the TV so that we can see comments on there. And yeah, this is really cool. You guys, the SlowStackerr, stacking it really slow. And I've got a special guest with me today, Mr. International Stacker.
Stacker. What is up, man?
Man, nothing. We've been moved across the country, and Joseph Lopez, what's up, man? Moved across the country, and so I've been on like a 4 or 5 year hiatus.
Woo!
And started posting some content. Now my kids are kind of old enough that we can get things going and
Have fun, right?
and get them interested in stacking too. You know, that's kind of the cool.
And this is kind of your whole stack here, right? So this is like, what is it, 270 ounces of gold and silver?
270 ounces. My average spot acquisition price is about $18.
Okay.
And see if you can get the live.
Yeah.
Oh, it is on there.
I'm going to do that like you did.
Just deactivate it and then turn it back on.
Cool.
Yeah, so my average price per ounce that I've purchased is right around $18, which is not bad.
That's epic.
At 270 ounces. Pretty good.
That's awesome. That's mega. Who
Yeah,
else is
I like
mega? This number 7 crab coin you got from me years ago. You've been
that's
stacking
mega.
since about 2016, and that's when I was 2015, 2016. That's when I started.
Yeah. Maybe you were a little bit before me.
Yeah, because I think you got
started
into
posting
it.
videos and stuff before, but
Yeah.
So while I have you here, I'd love to pick your brain
Let's go,
and
man.
ask you some questions and find out.
Oh, look, Josh
going on?
Lopez. Read that out.
It's been forever since I watched your videos, International Stacker. I'm sorry, I've been distant from watching your videos, been dealing with health problems.
Joseph, it is okay. I've got a lot of great content out. I took about 1.5 years off, but I have been ripping some great videos lately. They are out, so please just enjoy them. And also, too, sorry to hear about your health problems, but we hope you're feeling better.
Also, love the Darth Vader logo. Little SlowStackerr is all about Darth Vader right now. So,
Yeah.
But hey, while I've got you here, I want to ask you some questions and just kind of see what your thoughts are.
Yeah, happy with it.
How did you decide to start stacking?
You know, so I was contracted in Saudi Arabia, and I was getting into crypto. And a lot of people back then weren't mining because they're like, power's too expensive. Well, I got power for free. So I set up a bunch of Bitcoin miners, which are computers. And I met a guy there who's like, I want to get into it. Younger contractor out there with me. And I showed him, I taught him. He's like, I'm a stacker. I'm like, what's that? He's like, I stack gold and silver. And then I flashed back when he said that. I had seen a video on YouTube randomly with the guy with all his gold and silver on the table. Goes, guys, I'm quitting. I'm getting out. He's like, just kidding. I'm not stopping. I don't know who it was. But anyways, like I went on AppMex. I saw like 99 cents over spot, $2.16 over spot. I'm like, what is this all confusing?
We gotta get out of here.
One thing led to another, and I'm like, tangible wealth versus ones and zeros on a computer. I love it. Now I still mess around with cryptos, but the majority of my stuff is in gold and silver. What's been money for over 2,000 years?
Man, that's mega. So you had a free room when you were contracting, and they paid your electricity.
So just mining.
And so you had like your air conditioning and fans going like 24/7, just mining.
Dude, you could hear, like I was in an apartment, you could hear from the hallway. It was so loud.
That's epic.
Yeah.
Do you remember what your first piece of silver was that you bought?
It would have been some order from Provident. Like I used to buy a ton of stuff on Provident. And if you go look at my earlier videos on my channel and just arrange by date, when I was coming home, I was doing mass unboxings. I'd be like, guys, I'm back. You'd see like 20 boxes. I'm like, I'm going to unbox all these. My channel used to be all unboxings because that's what I thought people wanted to see back then. But then I discovered people were more into the travel content and conversation, going to coin shops and buying coins and gold markets and souks and stuff. So I kind of switched up
and talking to the people that make a business out of it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What are you buying right now?
I mean, right now I'm buying whatever I could get a good deal on. So one of my top 5 mistakes for my top 5 mistake video in 2019, I'm going to do a new one and put it out updated, is Not always buying the deals. You know, I bought some Morgans early on because I really wanted them, but I couldn't afford to pay full price, so I got Cole Morgans, Cull, horrible shape. I've made a few other mistakes, and then eventually I went, you know what? I'm just going to shop the deals. And when I only shopped the deals, I eventually got everything I wanted for pennies on the dollar. Eventually, I ended up in an LCS, and I was getting Morgans for $16 a pop in great shape. So one of my big things is always buy the deals, and that's what I'm doing. And that led me into a coin shop a week ago, and I got a bunch of Queen's Beast coins at spot price.
That's epic. So this is a good example of like a cool coin, right?
Yeah.
Where you've got like the totally worn, it's not really going to be as valuable as something that's like that. That's cool.
That's a good example. 1945. That was a rough year.
You remember that, huh? Well, tell me about the silver shortage and what you think is going to happen here.
So what a lot of people don't know is pretty much every ounce or speck of gold ever mined is still above ground. It's in safes, it's in central banks, it's in vaults. Hopefully it's in Fort Knox. It's in jewelry and, you know, in people's collections. And of all the gold ever mined, it could fit it in about the size of an Olympic swimming pool. Silver, on the other hand, the major demand for silver is for industry. It's in yoga pants because it's antibacterial and helps us smell. It's in water purification. It's in the medical industry. It's literally in this phone here. It's in this TV or laptop or phone you're watching on.
It's in my hand.
It's in your hand. It's in missiles, right? So the majority of silver ever mined is destroyed. It's been obliterated on the battlefield. It's in landfills. A side note, I think eventually you're going to see companies like mining landfills. So the majority of silver that was mined is not above ground. It's buried, it's destroyed, it's strewn across battlefields, right? And we have been in a net negative for more than 5 years, meaning there's more silver being consumed than mined. So we could very easily reach a situation where it's a short squeeze of physical silver. And, you know, on the daily COMEX and the LBA market overseas, there is more silver and gold traded than exists above ground. And it's a game of musical chairs. And eventually someone's going to sit down. And hopefully it's you. And that's why I stack.
All right. That's an interesting way to put it. Somebody's going to sit down and
it's you.
Hopefully you beat them to it.
Hopefully it's you with pockets full of silver quarters.
You're not going to be able to get back up.
I can't move.
What would you say is your biggest regret?
Like,
other than not getting into silver stacking sooner.
Well, I always say stack more, but it's all relative, right? So I've got a buddy who was stacking Master Stacker when it was in the single digits, 8, 9, 10. He's like, I wish I got more. I started in the low teens, 13, 14. I'm like, I wish I got more. Yeah. People that were stacking the 20s and now it's 30 are like, I wish I got more in the 20s.
Back the truck up when you can.
I think eventually it's going to be, you remember we could buy silver under 50? And then you remember we could get silver under 100? So I wish I could have stacked more, but like I was making a lot of sacrifices early on. And I would literally say, do I want this large pizza for $20 or do I want an American Silver Eagle?
Yeah.
So for a long time, I sacrificed. I lived like nobody else wouldn't to live like nobody else can now, right?
Right.
I spent 10 years in the Middle East, like contracting, trying to make the paper currency to buy this stuff.
For sure.
So biggest regret, like wish I could have got more, but honestly, I feel like I stacked pretty hard. Probably not just buying the deals. But you know what? I made a few mistakes. Not a big deal. You know, it's part of the rite of passage for silver stacking. But that's why I make these videos, so you guys don't have to make the same mistakes I have or other people have made. You know, and you know, I got a roll, a mint sealed roll of Libertads or Onzas before the Libertad, and the guy had 2 rolls. I got it at a crazy price. I only bought 1.
Oh, and you were like,
I should have bought 2.
I wish I could go back.
Should have bought 2 of those.
Yeah, like if I could go back and tell myself one thing, what do you think what would you tell yourself? You know, like buy the second roll. Oh. What would be a good tips or tricks that you learned along the way?
You know, it depends what you're looking at. Like one thing, if you're searching a coin online on Google, just put NGC at the end of it, and it's going to show you a lot of details about the coin, mintage, current melt value. A lot of people don't know that.
Right.
Secondly, I've got a spreadsheet that I've made that tracks your whole silver and gold stack. It compares it to the live spot price. It even tells you how much it weighs. And if you guys want a copy of that, by all means, I'll send it to you and you can use it for free. Start now and so you can track your whole stack. Email me at internationalstacker@gmail.com if you're interested in that. So that's one thing I wish I had earlier on in my career. But just kind of understanding some of the terminology and stuff. Like it was like when I was on these websites, it was like 99 cents over spot. I'm like, what the heck does this mean? And it took a lot of like research to really figure it out.
That's one thing I like about this community too, is like you can learn all kinds of stuff by just watching the videos and all these people are, interested in the same thing we are, stacking silver and gold.
To preserve your buying power, to secure your wealth for the next generation, to get yourself out of what I call the hidden tax, inflation. It's not conspiracy, folks. Go to the Federal Reserve's website, and it literally says their goal is 2% a year. That means if you have $100 this year, next year you have $100, but it buys 98. The next year, $100, but it buys 96. And it's worse than that because it's continually compounding. So I broke it down to a basic level, but it's way worse than that. And Shadow Stats, another statistical websites, actually showed inflation's more around 15%. And within the last five to 8 years, they changed the way they calculated inflation because it was so bad. Inflation is literally it's literally the hidden tax, and people don't know it. You can't get ahead. You can't. I love that Bigfoot preview you just showed, by the way.
I wish I could go back and buy more. What would you say your favorite piece of silver that I have here?
Oh, look at Silver Sacks. Hey, Silver Sacks. I wish I would have bought more gold when it was under 1,500. You guys, when I found Mrs. IS, I sold some gold off to pay for the wedding. I sold it around 2,000. Then, like within a few months, it hit 35. But it is what it is. It paid for the wedding. So
that was an awesome wedding.
Did you like it?
It was amazing.
Nice.
How do you convince LCS, local coin shops, to let you record in there?
Yeah, so LCS or local coin shop. Usually I'll call ahead now. I used to walk in though and be like, hey, I'm a YouTuber. I'd love to do a video in here. Do you mind? Blah, blah, blah. But now I call and I just say, hey, I have a YouTube channel. I travel the world buying gold and silver.
Right.
I'm going to be in your neck of the woods like this Thursday at 4 p.m. I'd love to pop in there, buy some coins off you, and film whatever you'll let me film and put it on my website. And, probably 20, it used to be like 80% would say no. Now it's about 20% say no. The rest are usually pretty cool with it just because of how gold and silver content's blown up online. If you remember back in the day, 20,000 subs was pretty much the top silver and gold channels back then. Now you've got silver and gold channels with 1 million subs, 500K, a ton with over 100K. So the niche has really grown. Look at Silver Sacks. My first full ounce of gold I bought was 1/10 ounce from my recommendation. Yeah, I remember that, the national thing. I can remember it was National Bullion. Do you remember that? I was like, they had a deal. You could buy 10 1-ounce American Gold Eagles at spot price. And the only catch was they were going to call you for the next 2 years and try to sell you expensive gold. But I did that. It looks like Silver Sacks did that. A lot of people did that.
They're like, hey, International Stacker, we've got another gold deal for you.
Yeah, and see, here's the thing. Thank you. They get you at the cheap gold and they try to sell you something that's super high premium, crazy. But you know what, Silver Sacks? The fact that your 1 ounce, broken into fractional gold, it's worth way more because fractional silver or gold is more expensive.
Oh yeah, the premiums on that are out of control.
And they're American Gold Eagles.
And that was so long ago that spot price was probably
what was spot price when you bought that? 1,200?
So that's one thing I like about. You already mentioned the spreadsheet. You can see what your gains are on all of that. Is that how you were putting your gains on one of those videos recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I wish I had done that.
Well, I'll give it to you, and you can just backtrack.
That's amazing.
It's going to be a little bit of work, but you can do it.
So, did I already ask you what your overall stacking strategy is?
I mean, my overall stacking strategy is generate dynastic wealth. I want to build not an empire, a dynasty, right? And so, 1,200 was the spot price.
Oh, my goodness.
Silver Sacks, I bet you're laughing to the bank. But here's my goal. My goal is to stack to hand off to the next generation. Now, that protects me for everything. If I get into retirement and I need money to survive, I'll tap into my real money, which is gold and silver. if between now and then, like an emergency happens, or like I need to get my leg got lopped off by a shark and I need to pay for a prosthetic leg or whatever. So my whole point is by planning to save it for the next generation and hand it on, it protects me for any other scenario between now and then, including like SHTNF and breakdown of society and all these different things. Like I'm protected. So that's why I do that.
That's pretty solid strategy. And then if you never sell it, you plan on hooking up your kids.
Yep.
Speaking of kids, do you have any announcement you'd like to make? Just kidding.
No. We're pregnant. No. I have no announcements.
No announcements. All right. Trying to get you guys the
Yeah, that's just my muffin top from the steak. If you guys missed the stream we just did on my channel, SlowStackerr was looking at my muffin top and body shaming me. Very not 2025. I was totally body shamed.
I didn't even say it out loud.
You thought it, and that's a microaggression. Okay.
So we have 3 viewers now. Somebody's back.
Somebody's back.
Anyway, that's probably good enough. Not to hang out too much longer anyway. We got some stuff to do off screen.
Smash like. Make sure you're subscribed to SlowStackerr. Check out the stream we just did over on my channel. And I'm traveling across America. I'm giving out gold and silver, so make sure you stay up with that. What's the no silver baby spoon about? What is that?
I think they were just wondering if I had a silver baby spoon.
No.
No silver baby spoon.
But he does have the number 7 crab coin. Those are limited.
Got my claws up.
Get your claws
to the
up.
Sky. All right. Well, this is SlowStackerr. I'm stacking it slow. And what do we say on International Stacker's channel?
Catch you on the next
Catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.